Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, there's a story here which caught my attention. I don't know how many of you have gone through this, but the story is that the government of Kenya has hired a US-based lobbying firm, Continental Strategy Limited, to provide government relations and advocacy services ahead of President William Ruto's upcoming state visit to the US. Documents filed on August 6th with the US Department of Justice under the Foreign Agents Registration Act confirm that the firm will support Nairobi with federal-level lobbying, dissemination of information materials, and strategic engagement with senior policymakers in Washington. And according to the contract, the Continental Strategy will receive a monthly retainer of 22 million shilling. Take note of this: 22 million shillings per month, plus reimbursement of expenses such as travel, accommodation, airfare, meals, and car services.
A deal signed on August 6, 2025, hiring a US lobbying firm, Continental Strategy LLC, at a staggering 27 million Kenya shillings every month.
So let me just cut this story short a bit. We'll continue with it. But 22 million per month for 1 year. Then there's the air travel, the expenses, accommodation, car, everything, you know. So this company has been given that contract. And then we are told that the contract can still be renewed. So if you take 22 million, compute by 10, we are at 220 million. 220 million, if you add 44 million, we are at 264 million. So the government of Kenya is going to pay this company 264 million plus. There will be those facilitations, movement, Kenya and the US and the like. The government is going to take care of everything. Now this company is supposed to yani, kazi kubwa sana hii kampuni ni kurembesha sura ya Kenya huko US, because sura ya Kenya saizi has been damaged. Understand something here, that the US is thinking about reviewing certain policies, certain benefits with Kenya. So Kenya has approached this company, and this company will be paid almost 280 million in 1 year. Remember, Ruto will be going to the US for the United Nations General Assembly, and in that assembly, Ruto is going to have some bilateral talks with US President Donald Trump, and it will be his first ever since Trump took over. And there has been a lot of threat from the Trump party that they want to review some non-NATO major ally status, review certain policies with Kenya, simply because Kenya had aligned itself with China, aligned itself with Russia, aligned itself with even Iran. So before we get further on this story, ladies and gentlemen, I've discovered that many of you good viewers watch our videos, but don't forget to like, you forget to subscribe. Please like, please subscribe, and thank you so much for your support. Kenya created a bad image of itself. Now what the US sees in Kenya is totally different from what it used to see about Kenya previously. If you ask me right now, Trump values most like the DRC than even Kenya. Right now, if you look at in terms of the benefits that the two countries are getting from each other, based on an arrangement from the US and DRC, it's like the DRC is going to get the benefit of more security from the US, especially because of the to curb the M23 rebels.
And this is a long time waiting, the signing of a historic peace agreement between the Democratic Republic of the Congo and the Republic of Rwanda.
President Tshisekedi and I discussed a minerals deal. Of course, we need a more stable environment to achieve this objective. The US position is that the M23 must lay down their arms and Rwandan forces must withdraw from the DRC. The United States does have quite a bit of tools at its disposal that it can and will use if need be.
So DRC is going to benefit. But Kenya, if at all this threat of reviewing everything and reducing the security benefit Kenyans has been getting from the US engagement, if this is actualized, then it means US wanapoteza ile imani kabisa. So this is the main reason why it's becoming very expensive for Kenya now. Kenya had to hire a firm to pay this firm about 30 million. No, 30 million. Yeah, about 30 million per month just to save face. Remember, the president is being paid 2 million. I think 2 million, 2.5. Let's assume that the president is being paid 3 million. This firm is going to be paid around almost 30 million per month. So 3 million the president pay is like what this firm is going to get in 1 month is equivalent to what the president is going to get in 1 year. So for the 5 years, what this company is going to get in 1 year is equivalent to what Ruto is going to get in 10 years. You understand that? This is in terms of the salary, ladies and gentlemen. Now, there is also travel accommodations, food, car services and everything. Those ones are going to be paid by the government. So the government has literally outsourced its marketing to a separate firm in the US to save its face. And what has it that this, the person who has been contracted is a close ally of Trump. So that explains why I think the president could have reached to that agreement so that this person can easily reach Trump. Na waongee na Trump aone the benefit of kuongea na William Ruto on a diplomatic level. So this person and it's a diplomat by the David Rivera, is a previously represented foreign governments and corporate clans seeking to advance their interests in Washington. So I think this is the point, man, here between the government of the US and other governments. So you want to reach maybe the president, yeye ni kama broker, anakuwa ni a go-between. So to reach the president, you need him, he co-organizes for you, then unapata huo mwaliko na nivo. I think that is what is going to happen here. So the name is David Rivera, the US diplomat. So ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this budget that the government is going to spend? I'm estimating the whole budget at $500 million, because if there will be air travel and the like, and in a year it's around 300,000. Na kuna zile rentals, kuna nini, kuna accommodations. Of course hayatakuja kwa hizi accommodation local, atabukiwa presidential suites na you see all those expenses. If you take into considerations, unapata kwamba this person is going to spend around 500 million kwa hii service yote. That is what the government is going to spend on him. Now, perhaps if you're watching this video and you have not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed. Thank you once again for choosing YOLENO TV as your favorite political channel, because you are the real deal. Remember, all you need to do to support this channel is subscribe, like, and comment, and share our videos.